you a builder or developer seeking to construct a multifamily housing project, but not quite sure if your architect's approach is in line with the municipality's design guidelines? Or perhaps you feel a little bit nervous about not achieving the high density or the required number of units that you aspire to get because your project might face planning or community objections? Well, in this video, I'll share with you the top 3 errors that architects do at the early SPA phase so that you can avoid them and save valuable times and resources by minimizing municipal as well as community objections. Building family multi-story residential projects is timely. There's a huge need for affordable housing in higher density developments. But affordability is not only about materials and land cost or systems efficiency, it's also much related to efficient and clever design solution. My name is Sam Shukur. I'm the principal architect at ISD Architects, where we help developers and real estate investors in the residential space build innovative, sustainable, efficient, and durable homes in Ontario and across Canada. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the 3 critical design errors you should avoid when applying for SPA, site plan approval package. Now, before I delve into these 3 errors, I'd like to talk about what a tall building is, because this video is mostly about tall buildings. Tall buildings are generally defined as buildings with height that is greater than the width or the right-of-way of the street next to it, or 2 streets if the building is at the intersection. Now, the issue here is that this distance or these dimensions vary across Toronto and across different cities in Ontario as well, and across Canada, of course. So they're between, I think, 25 to 38 meters in width. There's a better way of understanding the concept of high buildings is through the site context. So looking at the site and making a judgment call by the architect's team would be the best way to move forward with estimating if you are going a higher than threshold where the project would be rejected. I wanted to get this out of the way before I talk about the 3 critical design errors at the SPA level. Error number 1 is not considering the scale transition from the lower street or the lower density of your street to the high density of your project or development. This can be defined by the 45 plane that you can draw between these buildings, or the lower portion of the building and your tower. You need to either resize the tower by bringing it lower, or you push it further from the street. This is a red flag for the municipality that they would reject your project. Error number 2 is about the floor plate. If you have a typical floor plate for a tall building, as per the City of Toronto Design Guideline, the floor plate should not be more than 750 square meters. And the reason for that is from the urban perspective, and considering the sound path, as you can see here, this building is a neighbor to other densities, for example, row houses or townhouses or single-family units as a neighbor, and this will cast a huge shadow if the floor plate was or more than 750, which is just a number that they made as a threshold, including the structure, including the exterior walls too. My advice is not to have a floor plate that is this long and deep, and there are other reasons why you don't want it this way, but for an SPA application, this would be another red flag. Error number 3, which I also find very important, and could be another red flag at the SPA that could lead to rejection of your project, but not from the community, probably more so from the municipality and the planning department, is not including any shared outdoor amenity spaces. So in this example, I'm coloring all the shared amenity at a different scale and a different grain. For example, these are townhouses that have backyards and have front yards. So this is a must-have in townhouses scheme. But also, if you're building a high-rise residential tower, then also to include an amenity space for the community at the roof of this lower building. Remember when we made this transition in scale? So that would be a good opportunity for you and a good understanding of the urban requirements and the tower or high building requirements is to create an amenity here. If there is a medium-sized residential building as part of your development, then this could be also a very good opportunity for you to do a landscaped amenity space on the rooftop of this building. All the balconies should be greened as much as possible as part of the providing this amenity, shared amenity space. So balconies are encouraged in developments, and also if you have any terraces on certain floors that you can provide some greenery, some common space for or shared space for residents to enjoy. If you're interested to learn about how we can help you with schematic design or SBA architectural package, please visit my LinkedIn page by clicking on the link below and send me a text message to inquire about my 30-minute strategy session. This is a free strategy session that I offer to developers and builders. Alternatively, you can book the strategy session directly using the link below that. So I can explain how our design help builders and developers speed up their design and approval processes. And of course, answer any questions you might have. The link to book an appointment is also below this video. Go ahead, click one of the links below to get in touch with me. We'd be more than happy to assist. Our goal and mission in our architecture practice is to help builders, investors, developers achieve their goals of building more efficient, compact, high density and attractive condominiums and affordable housing projects to satisfy the need for more housing without jeopardizing the environment or devastating impact of the urban sprawl, as you know. Click on the links below to find out if we could help you achieve your goals and aspirations. Thank you very much.